Niñas, pónganme esa allá, por favor. Voy a ir a buscar a Selena. Ese cariño.
Soy inmigrante. Soy madre. Soy niñera. Déjame poner esto. Yo siento que sin el trabajo de casa que hacemos, ningún otro trabajo sería posible. ¿Verdad? He luchado por pagar mis facturas. O sea, me ha hecho difícil pagar los biles. Siento que todo trabajo es trabajo digno.
Maybe that's why we are so invisible. Because most people don't know where we're going. We walk into a building and we just disappear. We walk out and we disappear into the crowd again. And maybe this is why there's no regulation for this workforce. This is just the world's best kept secret.
My name is Jessie.
Laura.
Jacqueline, I'm Mesquita.
Rosa.
Patricia Francois.
Grecia Marroquín. Patricia.
María Salazar.
Yvette Emmanuel Note.
Elizabeth Mendoza.
June Thomas.
Maria.
Marie Schubert André.
Ercilia.
Selena. Madiane Jean-Baptiste.
I've worked for 2 families in New York.
5 familias. At least 6 different families.
He asistido a la crianza de 3 niños.
Unos 10 niños.
Las 2 primeras familias tenían 5 niños cada uno, esta última 2 niños.
Profesionalmente, tengo 9 meses cuidando niños.
10 years.
20 años.
I've been a nanny for the past 30 years.
Como mexicanos siempre tenemos nuestro altar, que siempre ponemos nuestra Virgen de Guadalupe y nuestros santitos. Para seguir estudiando necesitamos dinero, ya son muy caras las escuelas. Sí, entonces por eso mi papá, bueno, él se vino primero para acá, nos dejó allá con mi mamá, pero él se olvidó a los 2 años que él estuvo aquí, se olvidó de nosotros. Tenía yo la edad de 5 años. Cuando ya no supimos más nada de él y hasta la fecha. Sí, entonces por eso mi mamá a ese tiempo pues ella tuvo que incorporarse, venirse para acá, para que nosotros también tuviéramos algo que comer o algo que nosotros quisiéramos. Ese es un sueño a veces de los mexicanos o de cualquier país de llegar aquí a trabajar, porque es lo que debemos, venir a trabajar para darle, yo creo, la mejor vida a sus hijos, a su familia que están atrás, en sus países. Entonces, a lo que nosotros hacemos, pues venir aquí a trabajar, a buscar un sueño.
I'm from Trinidad.
Perú. De Uruguay.
Moi, sorti a Haití.
The island of Barbados.
Soy mexicana.
Both of my parents are from Puerto Rico.
Yo vengo de Ecuador.
Pueblo, México.
Trinidad and Tobago.
Vine para progresar.
Go to school and get a better education.
A mí me fascinó Nueva York y bueno, hice lo posible y lo imposible por vivir acá.
Most of all for my children. I'm away from them. By me being here, I could send them to school. Something that I did not have, I'm trying for they to have even better than that so that they don't have to leave their family and come out here to do what I'm doing. I'm doing the sacrifice for them.
Por la situación económica.
Higher wages.
Tener una superación personal y estar con mi familia.
Vine a ese país por el sueño americano, pero en busca de ese sueño. Pero desafortunadamente no es tan así.
I just love life. Love to make the best of it, like I said, meeting nice people, broadening your horizon, learning more things every day, learning new things every day. That intrigues me and keeps me going. My dad had adored my mom. So I grew up in a loving home. We wasn't rich, but we had us. When I leave my country, I started all over again. I left everything behind. My family, my house, everything, every single thing, to start afresh, especially after when my father died. I know what it's like to be living out of 2 suitcases. 2 suitcases. You wash your clothes, you put your clothes back in the suitcase, and I slept on the floor. Gradually, you know, I grow, and this is what my space looks like. I try to make it comfortable for me. Is that I'm in this country all alone. No uncle, no brothers, no sisters, you know, so I'm not lonely, just alone.
Las leyes laborales en este país se implementaron en los años 30. En esa época, el grupo que estaba ejerciendo la profesión de trabajo de casa o trabajo doméstico eran mujeres afroamericanas. En esa época no había pasado mucho tiempo desde la época de la esclavitud en este país. Entonces los legisladores del área sur de este país no querían que los afroamericanos en este país pudieran ejercer ningún tipo de poder. Y por eso presionaron mucho al gobierno para que excluyan deliberadamente a las trabajadoras de casa. Y eso existe hasta el día de hoy, 2009.
Domestic work is real work. And not only that it's real work, it's real hard work.
¿Qué comiste hoy? Platícale a mamá cómo que comiste. Una sopita.
What did you eat today? What did you eat?
Sometimes parents don't acknowledge us. It's kind of they come home and they go straight to the child, and just like I did, I want to see how my child is doing and how's everything doing. But I also have to think, Maria, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo te sientes? It's not just something where she becomes invisible. And I always try to be conscious of that because I'm in the same field, and it's like I don't want it done to me, so why would I do it to a fellow coworker?
To care for the life of a child or an elderly person who's just not able of caring for themselves, it takes something special. And in order to do it, you've got to have a big heart.
The lower half of the breastbone. Be careful not to press on the very bottom or tip of the breastbone. Make sure the surface under the baby is firm and that you keep the airway open with your other hand.
24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. There you go. One more. There you go. Breathe.
Just being there for kids, it's a sort of satisfying for me.
Es muy difícil, pero me encanta.
Un poco de sacrificio y satisfacción al mismo tiempo.
Very hard and stressful.
Reto, protección.
Cosas que les van a quedar marcadas para el resto de su vida. No solamente el español que les enseño, sino que costumbres que yo traje conmigo de mi país. Y muchas veces a mí me gusta sentarme y mirarlas como de lejos, porque ellas tienen tantas cosas de los niños de mi país que yo no me he dado cuenta que influí de esa manera. Me siento muy responsable.
Despidos sin aviso. ¿Piensan que están protegidas bajo la ley? ¿No? Sí. Si alguien dice que sí, ¿quién dice que sí? Ok, so, despido sin aviso. Bajo la ley, los empleadores las pueden despedir de un día para otro. Eso no significa que no se lo merecen. Y eso tampoco significa que no lo puede exigir en un contrato. ¿Tienen protección en contra del acoso? Sí. Acoso de cualquier tipo. Y tenemos apoyo. Se le ha hecho muy convenientemente difícil al gobierno entender el hogar de una persona como un lugar de empleo. Se le ha hecho muy difícil a ellos ver que un hogar puede ser el lugar de empleo de una persona.
I started taking care of her when she was a year and a half. She's the one who keep me always going back to the job. When you look at that little precious face, the most you can do is smile. You know, and only love could come out of that. If I've been treated badly by the parents, I never mix it together and say, well, I would take it out on her. I could remember a time I have to ask my former boss, excuse me, is it a piece of copper I am taking care of? Because that's the way you're treating me. Like I am taking care of a piece of old trash. Treat me like I am taking care of something precious to you. As a nanny and a caretaker, once I'm responsible for your kid, my life is on the line. I prefer to get hurt before your child get hurt. I prefer to fall on my face before your child fall on her face. Being a nanny is a wonderful thing because these kids don't do anything to you. But being in a household, an isolated household, where there's only one employer to one employee, it could be hell sometimes. Turning 50 for me, it was heartbreaking. I feel humiliated. But thank God I'm alive. Thank God I can still feel. Thank God I can still stand up and I can fight back.
I mean, this industry, like the more I talk about it, and this is what drives me. The more I talk about it, the more I do it, the more I understand that there's so much pain attached to this industry.
You're all over the place right now. Having to leave your children behind so you could go take care of another child, because that's hard. Sometimes you're with other children in the park or wherever you are, and you're like, oh, I wish I had my child here instead of the child you're taking care of. It doesn't take away the love that you have for that child, but you think about what is your child doing at this moment in time.
She's a big girl.
It's a sad imbalance. It's really a sad imbalance. And it speaks to choosing what's more important, my job or my family. And it's really not a choice, but we do choose. Because without the job, how do we maintain the family? love you, okay? The deeper down you go, the harder it is to really begin to understand the sacrifices. Mommy. I can't tell who it's harder for, the ones who have the kids here at a babysitter all day, then have to come home and deal with them, or the ones who come home from dealing with your child and loving your child so much, to come home to an empty child, an empty house, and a phone call. How do you leave one child, 3 kids, 5 kids behind and come here and care for somebody else's kids? And I've heard of many instances where employers don't hire people because they don't have their kids living with them. How do you want to take care of my kids when you're not even taking care of your kids? And for us, taking care of means the physical. It doesn't mean the financial. Whereas for us, when we're here and our kids are there, we're taking care of our kids financial, not the physical. And I don't believe the employers see it as in either which way it means I'm caring for my child. And it hurts me more to have to come care for yours, not knowing who's caring for mine, because they're a million miles away.
Bueno, mi sueño más era estar con mi madre, porque como nos dejó pequeñas, era estar siempre con ella. Disfrutarla hasta que yo me quedé con mis abuelos. Y eso es lo que yo quería, estar con mi madre. Que ahora pues, no la tengo. Ella falleció hace 3 años. Sí. Y como ella se vino para que nosotros tuviéramos, perdón, pudiéramos llegar tuviéramos un estudio mejor, tener algo mejor. Y entonces ella se vino, nos dejó pequeñas. Nos separan siempre la familia para darnos un futuro mejor. Así es. Entonces.
What I want everybody to do is to put their names and their phone numbers, just in case anybody get lost. Every single body must be counted. We must be counted, everybody. I am bus captain today. We hoping to accomplish that. We get all those senators to sponsor our bill and to support it. Hey, Jackie.
All right, sit down.
What is she?
Sit.
Just a quick check-in. In these packages, you will find sign-in sheets.
Every time they went to Albany, I've been there.
You find out the names of the folks on your team.
We fight hard for that recognition.
You have control over what job you take. So when you go to the interview and you feel, this doesn't feel good, then you can say no thank you. You can choose as a woman, yes, I will take the job, no, I won't. And that's a very powerful place to be.
In my family, the domestic workers that I know of would be my grandma, my mom, and a few sisters. My grandmother would leave home very early in the morning, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning, to go to these families' houses to prepare breakfast, lunch, dinner, to clean, to take care of the dog, to do the ironing. What her employers wanted was for her to work from sunup to sundown for as little pay as possible. Looking at the experiences then with my grandmother and seeing how things are today in 2009, not very much have changed.
workers' compensation. If something happened to you on the job, you fall, it's the responsibility of your employer to see that you get medical treatment, pay your bills, and so forth. How many of you here have that? Let me see the hands. You see?
That doesn't matter whether you have papers or not, right?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's their responsibility, whether you are undocumented or not. You're a human being. Whether you are in New York, whether you are in Japan, whether you are in France, you have human rights. As long as you're a worker, you have that right.
Imagínate, uno trabajar y sin pelear esos derechos, no tener vacaciones, ni días de enfermedad, nada. Nos enseñaron cómo pelear esos derechos. Esas cosas no nos sabíamos.
Ser hipócritas y decir que no queremos a los inmigrantes en los Estados Unidos, ilegales, cuando en verdad nosotros fuimos los que hicimos esto y ellos tienen que ver.
Hay trabajadores que son conscientes y tratan bien a sus trabajadores, pero hay muchos que son explotadores. Y mi pregunta es, y siempre ha sido, ¿qué sería de los Estados Unidos con un solo día sin latinos o sin domésticas, sin nannies? Ellos no irían a trabajar. Me pregunto yo, ¿qué sería? Sería un desastre.
Mi cumpleaños fue este martes 15 de diciembre. Mi hija me escribió un poema.
Oh, Mom, to me, you're the best. You give me life and all the rest. You're getting older, but you're still the same. You have all the love, don't need to feign. I wrote this poem thinking of you. Just remember, as you get older, I do too. I hope you feel deep in your heart as your birthday come and go how very much you mean to me, more than you can know.
This is a workforce that's not going anywhere. This is a workforce that will be around for another 100 years, for another 200 years.
Ahora sí sabemos lo que valemos aquí. Aunque seamos inmigrantes, pero sabemos que también valemos como cualquier otra persona. Así es.
Que siga adelante y no dejes para atrás. Y a un día encontrar un trabajo que nos pueda ayudar y seguimos adelante.
You gotta be strong. You gotta know what you're about. You gotta stay focused. Your face tells a story. And my face, I always wanted to tell a good story, a feel-good story. The amount of dynamic women we have out there that rear these children, discipline them, tell them right from wrong, guide them along the line. When the parents not there with you, What their parents drop, we pick it up. This is the thing that nannies do. Love and care and cherish for these people's families.
Paul and Silas bound in jail, had no money to go their bail.